And I'm your Perlman morning forecaster. So Helene came into the Gulf states and then along out into the eastern parts of the U.S. on Friday, and it brought severe damage. Over 120 people have died. There's another tropical storm out in the Atlantic. This is Tropical Storm Kirk. So we're going to be watching this over the next couple of days, see where this goes. But right now it appears it's going to stay out into the Atlantic and not make its way into the U.S., but it will become a hurricane. The concern with that, though, is there's so much debris and so much damage from Helene as it stretched into Florida, into Georgia, South, North Carolina, Virginia, into areas of Tennessee, and created just devastating conditions. Now, there's a Bakersfield resident who started a church here in Bakersfield. Hingepoint became Resurrection Church. He now is back in South Carolina where he grew up, and he actually has a church there called 4 Points. His name's Pastor Russ Chambers. And I'd like to bring Russ with us. He's joining us now from Greenville, South Carolina. You guys just lived through this, Russ. First off, how are you and your family doing? How's the church doing?
Yes, we went 4 days without power. Power just came on last evening. It's been a challenge. Most in our area still are without power. And if you go a little bit north of us, there's a lot of devastation where it's going to be a long time before life is back to normal for them.
It's funny you said that because South Carolina, where you are, out of all of the states, had the most outages with over 716,000. And as of this morning, they're saying 195,000 people are without power at all. We were talking yesterday briefly, and you were trying to go around and clean up the debris, the trees. This is some of the images that you sent us.
Yeah, I mean, it's our area is in the upstate of South Carolina. So we're far enough inland that usually when hurricanes come, they have lost their energy by the time they get to us. So we get a lot of rain, but we don't get the wind. This hurricane came fast and it hit us and was gone within a few hours. But because our area is not normally hit by hurricanes, the devastation is huge. Trees are down everywhere. We've got communities. There's a community about 30 minutes just down the road outside of our church that they're not expecting power till Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So they'll be over a week without it. And then if you go just north of here, because of the mountain area that it hit in Asheville and Chimney Rock, those areas aren't used to those kinds of winds. So lots of trees, lots of wind, and lots of debris everywhere.
Well, it's in that area, right? That's where basically Rock Creek, Asheville, that's just basically destroyed.
Yeah, Chimney Rock had a massive mudslide. There's lots of people that are still not accounted for in that area, especially Asheville up until, I believe, Sunday night was only accessible by airplane. So that's about 45 minutes to an hour and a half from where we're at, depending on traffic. And it's just a rough area. I have friends that are trying to look for people in the Asheville area that are living there. So people are calling and saying, hey, can you go and find this person? Can you go and look for this person? So that area in the Chimney Rock area, and then up around Appalachian State University, Boone, North Carolina, massive amounts of flooding in that area that have just devastated the campus. So it's just an area that's not used to this kind of hurricane hitting. Usually we get shorter winds, less rain, but this hurricane, it just was literally a perfect storm, and it's devastated our area. It's going to be a while before we can get back to normal routines around here.
Russ, is there anything that people can do here? I mean, I know there's a lot of people in Bakersfield that know you and just the community. What do you guys need? What does the community need?
Well, I think the hard part is the needs change about every 48 hours. Gas stations are getting back open, so there was a gas shortage crisis that we were in. Grocery stores were run through, but I mean, honestly, the power workers that are coming in and restoring power, the trucks that are coming in to restock grocery stores, they're getting in, and as power's coming up, some of those needs are going away. There's an organization locally called Miracle Hill, and they do lots of great work with those that are in need year round. And I would just encourage, if you have time and a heart towards it, check out Miracle Hill's website. You can give through them. Know that your giving, when you give through them, is going to make it to those in need in the upstate of South Carolina. So again, Miracle Hill, incredible organization. They're doing great work, feeding, doing hot meals, sheltering, helping people today all over the upstate.
Pastor Russ Chambers, really appreciate your time. I know you got a lot going on there, especially with that. Continue to pray for your family and the community out there at 4 Points Church. Russ, thank you so much for coming on this morning.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll send it back over to Stacy. We'll get a look at our forecast in just a bit.